The Gig Essentials podcast is being brought to you by you. Aw, thanks, guys.
What's up, guys? This is Corey, also known as QC Raj here, just hitting you with the next day of the Gig Essentials podcast. So cutting bait. When's a good time to say, you know what, I've had enough for today. Let's try it another day. That's going to vary by everyone. I would say for me, the formula that I've come across is, when am I realizing that I'm no longer being effective, or my effectiveness is only coming in small spurts but not being consistent? When that starts to happen, that's when I realize it's time for me to cut bait. It's not so much a dollar amount, it's not so much a ratio, it's not so much the time. It's none of that really can weigh in. It really comes down to how effective you're being. Now, you do need to look at your numbers, because sometimes you'll get a distorted view of your numbers. So you might say, oh, this is a waste of time and I'm not making any money. But then when you calculate your numbers real quick, you realize that, yeah, you're making really good money and it's not a waste of time. And that may be because tips came in or whatever the case may be. So I'll give you an example. Today I was out and I did some morning/afternoon work, and I was doing pretty good. I had a couple good paying rides to like the airport and so forth. And I realized that my mileage was starting to increase substantially. So I had a good early spurt in which I was making really good money, but then I started seeing that I was doing a lot of extra driving with no rides. So that's the point that I realized that, look, I could probably get a ride here, a ride there, but I wasn't necessarily going to stay so consistent where it was going to make good dollars.
Aw, time for a break, guys. We'll be back soon.
In addition to listening to the Gig Essentials podcast, have you been to gigessentials.com? Well, gigessentials.com will help you find the essential tools for success with the gig economy. Whether you work with Uber, Lyft, Shipt, Instacart, Postmates, DoorDash, Tack, or TashRabbit, this site will help you learn what it takes to be successful. Also, you'll find exclusive links to our YouTube videos. That's gigessentials.com. I'll see you in the comments. So that's when I decided to call it a day. Also, I realized that I had a few things that I need to do rest of the day, so I wanted to get a jump on those things. And I know that I'm going to go out later on this evening for a few hours, so there really wasn't a need for me to press. But what I would say is making sure that you're hitting your goals on a hourly, daily basis, whatever the case may be, can often come down to making sure you're keeping good notes of when and where you're making money. And I don't so much care about the where, because volume locations can differ from the days of the week and also can differ from events and so forth that are going on. But the when is so important, because if you're going out and there's no one out, you're just wasting time and money. But when you know when to go out and you're being super effective and super efficient, there's a value that you can't put on that, because it's just, you're always going to make money and you're always going to seem like you're going out just to make money. So I would always stress that. But that's it. Cutting bait is hard, because, you go out and you think that maybe I am not successful, I didn't accomplish my goal that day. But you got to realize that your goal can be accomplished over a course of days. And if you're hyper efficient, then hey, I know I'm not going to make a lot of money. I went out on a Wednesday, and I know Wednesdays are awful days. But I was trying to do a little research. I was trying to see if I can make a couple dollars. It didn't work out for me. So try to guess what? Next Wednesday, am I going to be pressed to go out? Probably not. But every once in a while, am I still going to go out on a Wednesday to see if I can find a little pocket of volume? Sure. There's no harm in doing that. So learning how to cut bait and learning how to temper your expectations with some of the volume that you're going to get, and being really efficient with your time is really going to make you more money. And remember, the theme of this is going to be to zig when others zag, to do what other people are afraid to do or won't do. So we're going to go ahead and end it on that. Just remember, your contributions make the show easier. It allows me to get mic material to make the sound quality better, recording equipment, editing equipment, so forth, just to make the experience better for you guys. If you have any suggestions on things you want me to cover, sure, hit me up in the comments. I really don't engage too much on social media just because I view social media as a dumpster fire. So the best way is to comment on the videos, or with Anchor FM, I believe you can actually leave me a voicemail. But definitely check out the show notes to see how you can contribute to the show. Also check out the Gig Essentials, gigessentials.com, the website, where we have plenty of blog and information and links to my YouTube videos. Also, you can check me out on youtube.com for my YouTube videos. But until the next one, peace.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.